Shootings, stabbings, kids caught in the crosshairs of violence. How one hospital is stepping in to save them before they get hurt.
Sunshine sticks around for Saturday, but we have some chilly air that might have trick-or-treaters bundled up. We'll get you the details in my forecast.
6 on your side with major road closures that could affect your commute and your workout.
State playoffs are underway. One of the battles, Creighton Prep and Grand Island. It's Friday Night Fever.
On your side, this is WOWT 6 News, live at 10.
Metro emergency rooms are often used to treat gunshot and stabbing victims, and many of them involved in a violent lifestyle. It's unusual for hospital systems to follow a patient's journey after they leave.
Well, Nebraska Medicine is working to change that. In a 6 News exclusive, our Ashley Richardson is getting a first look at the new program Changing Lives.
Bedside by victims of violent crime. That's where you'll usually find Alberto Gonzalez. He's not a family member or a friend. As a former gang prevention specialist, he knows all too well about violence on the streets of Omaha.
When they come in here and see these men and young men coming in shot, it's another story.
Gonzalez is now one of Nebraska Medicine's newest employees.
I finally got on full time about a couple weeks ago. And for the last year, I've been dealing strictly just with victims who come in that have been shot or stabbed. And my role is to find out what their needs are.
He's part of a brand new project called Encompass Omaha. It's a hospital-based violence intervention program. A dream turned into reality from a trauma doctor and a former ER nurse at Nebraska Medicine.
Doing what we do best is patch them up and get them medically treated and send them back into the community. And there's a big gap there. And the gap is that these individuals need long-term case management, and that's the goal of the program, is to carry them and provide wraparound services.
Which will now start here inside the hospital. After patients are cared for, counselors will come into their rooms to talk about the trauma they experienced from violence.
There is nothing like this program here in Omaha or Nebraska, for that matter. So this is a very unique program, and we're getting to them in a very fragile moment in their life, and a very important moment in their life.
The Encompass team gives victims resources they need to get out of a violent lifestyle, like providing rent assistance, a possible relocation, or even a job.
We do social services and mental health. And so we look at, do you have housing and food security? Do you need help getting advanced education, whether it's a high school diploma, GED, or maybe getting into the trades?
And it goes even beyond that, from day-to-day activities to life at home. The team closely shadows each patient to make sure they stay on the right path, something an expert in gang violence like Gonzalez says is invaluable.
Up to years ago when I was working with kids that were getting shot, and I would come here, you know, they get stitched up, fixed up, given their meds and sent home. And really, there was nobody there to really do any follow-up with these young adult people, and with Encompass, we tend to follow these folks and let them know that we care.
On your side.
And you know, sometimes they don't want the help.
Ashley Richardson.
But we don't give up.
6 News.
Nebraska Medicine has added new full-time positions for the Encompass program over the last few weeks after seeing a lot of success.
Well, if you noticed, it was a warm day across the metro.
And guess what? We've got more beautiful weather on the way for your holiday weekend. Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Emily Roller.
Yeah, warmed up with that sunshine helping us along. Temperatures right about 60 for most of the region today, reaching a high of 61 around the metro. A few upper 50s hanging on for western Iowa, but overall a beautiful day now that the rain has moved out. We're cooling down pretty quickly, though, out there tonight. We're already down to about 43 degrees and will continue to cool down fast as we move through the overnight hours, taking it down into the 30s by the time we hit early Saturday morning. Now, heading into Saturday afternoon, we're hanging on to that warmth. We're back up into the 60s for the afternoon, but we have some cooler weather on the way in. We start to feel those changes on Sunday, so it will be a chillier trick-or-treat forecast and a big chill building in for next work week. We'll take a closer look at when temperatures topple down into the 20s during our overnight hours. That's coming up in my first alert forecast. John?